Trojan family, what's up, man? USCJ here. Listen, we got some big time news that's possibly coming down the pipe, and there's no other than Floyd Boucard, man. Let's look at it, man. He just got back to practice, just started back, and he looked like he's full go mode. Chris Trevino from 24/7 Sports is reporting that, and you guys see it here, a picture with him today in practice. He's suited and booted, ready to go. And look, man, why is this significant? Because USC is getting ready to go to this big time stretch, man. You're talking about Northwestern, you're talking about Iowa, you're talking about Oregon, and then you're talking about, of course, UCLA. We want to have the full court press on all teams, man, especially offensive line, defensive line. You guys, you know, we need that, the interior guys, in order to get that push. And if we're just honest about this, our defensive line hasn't really been all the way up to par ever since Floyd Boucard has went out. You guys know, we've seen it, man. He did some incredible, phenomenal things against Purdue. And you seen him and Jakeem Stewart with, you know, the freshman phenomenons that was like essentially tag teaming on this defensive line. And we haven't seen that same production and that same push since Floyd Boucard has went out. And I know a lot of people are questioning, like, what's going on with the defensive line? And, you know, everything works together, man. Teamwork makes the dream work. And so you need the interior players to get that push. And if we're quite honest about it, the transfer portal guys, you know, Keyshawn Silver and Josh Jarrett, I'm not sure exactly what's going on with Josh Jarrett. Hopefully he gets back. I'm not sure if he's hurt, but I just know we haven't seen him just a whole lot. Keyshawn Silver, I don't think that's the production. We're getting that production that, you know, the coaches were hoping to get right now. He's a big guy. He was one of the big-time players in the transfer portal. But right now, we're not seeing that production that we've even got from Floyd Boucard. So hopefully Floyd Boucard comes, you know, and get those reps in and gets back up to pace, because right now, today, the fact that he's at practice, I think that's really speaking volumes to, like, look, man, we could possibly make this next run. And look, you guys who missed it today, me and B. Shaw, we did a live, and B. Shaw, we both talked about, you know, how this was a big time win at Nebraska and how you go on the road. You got that gritty win for Lincoln Riley, even the team, even being down in an environment like the one we were at. And so now when you talk about making this home stretch, we get an opportunity to play a couple of home games, Iowa and Northwestern. You get those two. And then we're looking at, you know, Oregon. I don't want to look too far ahead, but you want all your guys available to you, especially how we started the season. The defensive line started looking explosive. And then, of course, like I said, ever since Floyd Boucard left out, even though he's a true freshman, but he's that true 300-pound, and he has that dog in him, man. And that's the type of guy that you want in there. And so, look, man, you guys can drop the comments, man. You guys can tell me what you think. But if USC gets Floyd Boucard back and we get him on that defensive line, we saw even where Carlon Jones came in there and looked like he was moving and grooving and had some pushback as well. Carlon Jones has been hurt early on in the season, and now he appears to be getting healthy. And so you get Carlon in there, you get Floyd Boucard in there. Of course, you couple that with Keyshawn Silver and whatever we can get from Josh Jarrett as well. You want those guys to help get the push so you can have those guys on the edge. And let me talk about this for a second. A lot of people, some people brought it up. We talked about it on my live. We saw Devin Tompkins playing on that edge spot, and he looks like more of a natural, and he looked like he had more of an impact on that edge spot opposed to that interior spot. I think he's good on both sides, but he just looked a little bit more explosive on the edge opposed to the inside. And I think that's what the coaches really want to do. If you can get a guy like Floyd Boucard and then you get a guy like Carlon Jones, those two guys playing on the inside and just really able to attack and get that pushback. And you have somebody like Devin Tompkins, Cameron Fountain, and of course Braylon Shelby. As you rotate those guys in, you get that type of penetration, you get that type of lineup. USC is going to be good to go against a team like Northwestern, man. So you guys can drop the comments, man. You guys can tell me what you think. You guys already know where you can find me. This is some great news, man, a great development. USC possibly getting Floyd Boucard back. He looked like he's ready, set, go for action. And so, look, it's go time. It's on the popping. It's on the cracking. I'm out of here, man. Until later on, fight on, fight on, fight on.